Good morning. All right. So I'm just going to introduce your first combining like terms Desmos. This will be a very quick video. So combining like terms is what we're going to work on while Ms. Z is out. Okay. So um, like terms. Like terms, the idea in math is that if you're adding or subtracting, I will say it again. If you are adding or subtracting, this is only for adding and subtracting. Once you're in algebra and we're using all these fancy things like variables and these tiny little numbers up here called exponents, or sometimes you've heard them called something to the power, you can only add and subtract terms that are alike. For example, in real life, like terms are like a bunch of kitty cats or a bunch of apples. Non-like terms would be like different animals and different fruits. So in algebra, how this relates is like y to the second power, or y to the second here. That's what that little tiny baby 2. Those are alike because the variable is y, and the exponent is to the second and to the second. These are like terms here, x, 7x. It's okay that there's a 7 here and not a thing. It's not about the numbers being the same. It's about the terms, the variables being the same, or the exponents being the same. So the x's are all the same here, so they can go together. This one has z to the third and z to the third. The variable and the exponent are the same, so they go together. Okay? Now, I'm going to go over the big idea and the vocab, and then I want you to watch the learning video. Okay, so watch me first, go over these slides, watch me like review these slides, and then you'll go on your own. Okay, so some vocab. And I don't think we've done anything with exponents yet this year, but hopefully you've seen them before. But we have definitely done a lot of work with variables, right? And the number that goes before the variable, like when we have 6x's, the 6 has a fancy name too. It's called a coefficient. It's a number in front of a variable. The exponent, this tiny number, is the tiny number up and to the right of the variable. This number tells you how many times you multiply the variable by itself. You don't have to we'll do more with exponents in like probably March, April. But for now, you just need to know that x to the second is the same as x times x. X to the third is the same as x times x times x. Okay? Oh, my head is in the way here. Okay, variable, a variable is the letter that stands in for an unknown amount, like x or y. It's our mystery number. It's also sometimes called the base if it has an exponent with it. So those are our vocab words: a coefficient, number that's in front of the variable, exponent, tiny number up to the right, variable, it's that letter standing in for an unknown number, and also fancier word yet, base. If the variable has a little exponent with it, then we can also call it a base. Okay, that's your vocab. Come back, reread it till you feel like you know all those words. Next is our big idea. Okay, when we are adding and subtracting terms, the exponent, tiny baby number, and the variable must be the same. The coefficient, the number in front of the variable, can be anything. Okay, this could be a 500, this could be negative 45 million, whatever. As long as the variable are the same, like if this is an x and I want to add it to something else, that variable also has to be an x. And if this is an x with a tiny baby 3, an x to the third, then the one I can only add it and subtract it with things that are x's to the third. Okay? That's kind of my mini lecture. Now what you're going to do is you're going to watch this teaching video. Oops, where's the teaching video? Oh, the teaching video. You'll watch this link has the teaching video. So make sure you heard me talk, you watch the video, who's on the same team, okay? And then you go forward and you start practicing this. Miss E and Mr. Ricardo can help you with this, okay? Warm up which terms are like terms with 5x. So you scroll through, find it, click the one that is, okay? Then you're going to get into adding this one is a card sort. This is actually a little tricky, but you guys know how to click stuff through, right? Here's an x to the second, and on me, I happen to see this other x to the second right here. So I'm going to click these through two together. You guys know how to click the card sorts. If you're new to my class, please ask for help on, you know what else really helps with this card sort, y'all, is if you minimize the screen a little. Oh, there's popped up and won't go back down. Oh, my screen's frozen. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to stop the video there. Oh, there it came back. Okay, if you kind of go out a little bit like this, then you're easier able to drag things around. This looks like it has, yeah, I don't want that 4y with this. I just want the 2x and the negative 9x together. So I'm going to drag this 4y over here. All right, I'm going to cluster. There might be more than two in a group. I'm going to cluster them until I find all of the like terms, okay? And then you just continue on with the practice problems after that. All right.